Ah, who are you?
I'm your worst nightmare.
Michelle Obama's ban on sugary drinks?
Even worse.
North Korea?
Oh, wait.
Colonel Sanders?
Wait. Last one.
The Cold War?
The word cold in the phrase Cold War was brought to be because there was no large-scale fighting between the two competing sides. The Cold War was a state of military and political tension between the US, NATO allies, and the USSR. The two main conflicts between the two competing sides were the arms race and the USSR's communist government versus America's capitalist government. The USSR feared the Americans' atomic bomb and also feared the idea of a capitalist government. There were two main blocs, the Western Bloc and the Eastern Bloc. The Western Bloc consisted of the countries allied with the United States and NATO. The Eastern Bloc consisted of countries affiliated with former communist states of Central and Eastern Europe, generally the countries of the Soviet Union and the countries of the Warsaw Pact. Oh no! I forgot about my toast! Oh no. It's burnt. The Warsaw Pact was a collective treaty among the Soviet Union and 7 satellite states in Central and Eastern Europe. Communism in the Soviet Union intensified in the late 1940s. Hysteria over the perceived threat by communists in the United States became known as the Red Scare. Communists were referred to as Reds because of their allegiance to the Soviet flag. In the 1950s, the Chinese Marxist-Leninists took control of the Chinese mainland. In the Korean and Vietnam War, communists fought for the power in their countries against the United States and its allies.
This is Korea, the first great confrontation of the Cold War. The Soviets would control the northern half, while the US took the southern half, each set to work honing a government modeled in its own image.
The communists then attempted to unite with the nationalists and socialist forces against Western imperialism in the poor countries. An open letter to Vladimir Lenin. He must therefore make way for the Communist Party whose leaders are controlled by him. Those who are coming together are a heterogeneous mixture of anarchists, sentimentalists, syndicalists, with sprinkling of Marxists. Unity as such camp is likely to be impossible, but should unity lead to any menace, then the leaders will conduct surplus energy through safe channels. Safe to Lloyd George. North Korea.
North Korea is a totalitarian dictatorship ran by the leader Kim Jong-un. The army of North Korea, which is called the Korean People's Army, is also ran by their dictator Kim Jong-un. The Juche idea, Juche is also translated as self-reliance, is the official political ideology of North Korea. The idea itself states that an individual is the mastery of his identity, and that the North Korean masses are to act as to the masters of the revolution and construction.
The idea is pretty much saying that the government runs everybody and everything.
According to James A. Kelly, our primary source, who was an assistant U.S. Secretary of State for East Asian and Pacific Affairs from 2001 to 2005, the U.S. confronted North Korea about a nuclear weapons development program in 2002, and North Korea denied, but later admitted that they have been conducting a major clandestine nuclear weapons development program. North Korea in 2009 said they had developed a nuclear weapon and that they have a small stockpile of simpler nuclear weapons. In October 2006, North Korea successfully conducted its first nuclear test.
How do these relate?
stupid Mongolians, get off my lawn!
Well, the nuclear weapons in the arms race were a threat to other countries, just like how North Korea with nuclear weapons is threatening the US.
In the Cold War, there was tension between the communist and the non-communist countries. Today, there is tension between North Korea, which is communist, and the US, which is not communist.
Present-day North Korea is communist. Citizens in North Korea are led to believe that communism is the best choice and that their government is the best government. Because the North Koreans are told their government is the best, the people are very nationalist towards their government.
This was kind of like the USSR. The USSR was a communist government in the Cold War. Citizens of Russia were also nationalists. They would go and fight against other countries that didn't believe in communism just to try to get them to change. In the Cold War, when the unraveling of Soviet bloc began, Polish voters elected a non-communist opposition government to their legislature. Everyone expected Soviet tanks to roll into Poland and boom! But no, Gorbachev refused to act on Poland. We can solve the problem in North Korea by urging Russia and China, who are allies with North Korea, to make pacts and treaties with North Korea so they are more open and not secretive about communism and their whereabouts.
You don't pay the tab till the last drop, so we all